Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to RT-Imports, Royal Tiger Imports. Today we want to show you a little bit more about our SAFN-49 rifles. In general, they're actually very, very nice. And once we cleaned the bores, it turned out to be very good to excellent. So here's a video because we got a lot of questions by text messaging, by email, and by chat. Hey guys, can you send us some more information about the SAFNs, the FN-49s? And here is the video. So guys, here it is, and Shaw can tell you a little bit more about these guns. Go ahead, Shaw.
Sure. Well, as Uli mentioned, we've been selling these for a little while now, but it's one of our more obscure products that we have on our inventory. Overall, these things cleaned up really great. They came in from Ethiopia in various conditions. Of course, you have some that are beautiful, like new, and then others that are a little bit more used. It just depends, like any regular surplus batch. Right here in front of us, we have a nice little selection of some of the samplings of what came in. For example, we have a 8mm FN SAFN-49, and then we also have two 30-06 ones, but you'll notice that they have different finish on them. This one, which is a zinc phosphate finish, was used by the Belgian Navy, while the one with the black, more of an epoxy paint style, was used in the Belgian Army. So we have a little bit of everything. Again, just like most of the other things that came out of Ethiopia, it's not just one type. It's a little sampling of all the variety they made.
And tell us about this rifle with a very low serial number.
Yes, this one is serial number 4A. Most of the serial numbers on the SAFNs do not end with a letter suffix. All of the Belgian ones are usually a 4-digit or a 5-digit serial number. No prefix, no suffix. These were likely sent to some country that was interested in purchasing a contract of SAFN-49s. Maybe it was Egypt, who knows. But nonetheless, this was some sort of sample rifle that ended up in Ethiopia, of all places. There's no particular markings. There's no Egyptian crest. It has not been scrubbed. So this is a very interesting, very rare rifle.
Oh, that's cool. So when we probably will auction this off on Gunbroker, so pay attention to some Gunbroker auctions. And we have some other really cool stuff which we're going to auction off on Gunbroker, like very low serial numbers of Garands, M1 carbines. And what else did we have? What we found?
Yeah, we even have a few more hunting rifles as well. All sorts of rare items.
Excellent, excellent. Well, guys, Shaw will go around and show you all the details. So pay attention, stay put, and thanks again for tuning in into RT-Imports. We appreciate your business. God bless, and God bless America.
All right, folks, let's get a closer look at these SAFNs. Starting with the 30-06 rifle at the lower part here, you can see here is our butt plate, which is distinctive on the 30-06 one. You can see that this has the manganese phosphate finish with the enamel coating over it, as mentioned previously. This would have been used for standard Belgian Army as well as some other contracts. And you can see the wood has some dings, dents, scratches, etc., but no major cracks in the wood, and it's still all there. Just needs a bit of additional cleaning. We also have our 30-06 muzzle device. Moving on, we have another 30-06 SAFN. This one, however, has a lighter receiver finish. This receiver finish was used, from what we can tell from online records, with the Belgian Navy contract guns. Bit interesting, this is not a receiver finish you see very often. You can also see the stock on this one is in even better shape with very little dings, dents, and scratches. Overall cleaned up very nice. And again, we have that lighter finish on the front end here as well, along with the distinctive 30-06 front end. Moving on to the final SAFN up top, you can see that the back end of this rifle is slightly different. This has a brass butt plate as well as a stock coin, which is very similar, if not identical, to how the Egyptian SAFNs were produced. However, this one, as we can see at the top, does not have an Egyptian crest. In fact, this was not even a scrubbed receiver. This just never had a crest put in place. And you can also see, separate from the Egyptian contract, this is graduated in meters and not written in Arabic. You can also see this one is serial number 4A. As we have shown previously, most of the SAFN serial numbers do not have a letter, prefix, or suffix, but this one does, meaning that this was most likely some sort of small test batch of rifles, usually varying in a little bit of configuration differences. And this rifle was likely sent either to Egypt as a very first test rifle, along with a handful of others, or another country in the area that was interested in getting SAFNs for their army. And finally, let's go over the front end. As you can see, the bayonet lug and gas block area is very similar. However, the muzzle is slightly different, with the stepped muzzle at the very front. Thank you very much for watching. God bless.